Potential for some major severe weather in parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas today, and rain falling in areas that desperately need it north of there. So we have an enhanced risk of severe weather today across parts of eastern Oklahoma into Arkansas and southern Missouri. That's the area of particular concern, but a broad area of some severe weather, some of it ongoing already this morning. And in particular, we're looking at this hatched area, eastern Oklahoma into western Arkansas. When we see that, that means that there's a 10% chance that those tornadoes could be significant. So not just quick, weak tornadoes, but the potential for EF2 or greater tornadoes, 10% chance within that area. Also, the broad area of severe wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, and a large area of hatched area of hail too, which means that not just severe hail, but in particular, very large hail that could fall over that area. In addition, we've been seeing some pretty decent rainfall north of that area, across parts of Missouri into Iowa that need it. Basically, the whole south central U.S. needs rainfall, where we've got ongoing drought for much of the plains in the central U.S. This is 30-day normal precipitation values, and you can see from Texas all the way up into Minnesota, most areas are seeing a fraction of normal precipitation for the past 30 days. So it is already very dry. So any shower or thunderstorm activity is really welcome. And it's a stormy setup. We've got this upper level low kind of parked in the southwest. When you get this southwest to northeast orientation to the upper level flow, that can be a pretty stormy setup here. And we do have some ongoing weather that's been going across Illinois into Indiana, and then this broad area of rain, and then it's snow, of course, in the higher elevations back into the Rockies. But it's south of there that we're looking at the particularly volatile setup today. We've got a cold front and kind of a dry line meeting up with each other across Texas into Oklahoma, eastern Kansas. This is a wind shift, but a major difference in temperature and dew point behind that front in particular. So already pretty warm ahead of the front, but this dry line is substantial. We've got dew points in the 20s and teens in Texas, but then that very soupy, humid air that you expect coming from the Gulf of Mexico, dew points in the 60s to near 70s. So plenty of juice. This is convective available potential energy, measuring that instability that is directly proportional to how much moisture you have in the atmosphere, combined with plenty of shear, those upper level winds. So the significant tornado parameter pretty high here, eastern Oklahoma into Arkansas late this afternoon. Thunderstorms are already going to be firing midday into Oklahoma right along the dry line. And then those storms will track east as discrete supercells. This is when we have that best window of potentially some tornadoes, is when those cells are discrete or separate from each other. And then it will evolve overnight into a couple squall lines here that could produce gusty winds, severe wind gusts, large hail, heavy rain through the night. One way to kind of look at this is when we look at updraft helicity tracks in some of the models. Basically, where do we have those strong updrafts in the storms from the models? And that lines up with that eastern Oklahoma into much of Arkansas. So it could be a bumpy afternoon and evening for parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas later today.